In this video I'm going to try to show you some tricks with regard to editing and moving existing services in a GT Web itinerary. Okay, go to your Itineraries tab, click on the edit on the itinerary that you want. Okay, and the first trick that I'm going to show you is how to typically where you've done a quotation out for a client and they say, okay, now I want the same itinerary but I want to arrive on the 25th of November. So click the preserve duration button here, go to your calendar, and as soon as I click on the 25th, you'll see everything will change rapidly below on all of the dates. 25th, you see everything is now changed to the 25th. Okay, so that actually gets over that particular problem. All right, now of course the client is going to come along to you and they're going to say, well, now I want an extra day. I'm going to arrive on the 25th, but I want to depart on the 11th. So all you've got to do in that particular case is take off the duration flag, preserve duration, click on the 11th, so 25th to the 11th. Okay, and I need to then, of course, add an extra night's accommodation. So I'm going to change that from the 8th, 9th, and 10th. And going to depart on 11th, so it's a 3-night stay there. Okay, so and if I want to then just update my itinerary, if I update my itinerary, an easy way to check to make sure that everything is in order is to go out to the details screen and just check along, make sure that every day is covered for your accommodation, etc. Up down to the 10th, that's perfect. And then I've got my activities. Okay, so that's one quick way to do some of the edits. Go back and we'll edit a little bit more. Okay, again, the same itinerary, and the client decides that they want to do the local cultural trip a day earlier. So literally go in here and click on the edit, change the date to the 1st. Okay, and that's changed. Okay. Again, now let's say that I wanted to lots of things I can do. Let's say I add in another activity. I'll add in an activity here. I'll add sends bikes, and I'm going to put sends bikes in on the 29th. Okay, save that. So okay, so I've added in sends bikes on the 29th, and now you can see what's happened. It's gone in the wrong position because I've added it in the wrong place. So to reorder all of my services on the itinerary, all I've got to do is click on this button here. It says move days, but click reorder the services, and now everything is back in order, including sends bikes. So if you had to change the date of a service, let's again do that. We'll change the sunset rise, sunset cruise, I should say, and we're going to change that. Let's say we're going to change it back to into November. We'll change it to the 26th. Okay, so we changed it to the 26th. So now I've got all of my services here, but this darn thing is in the wrong place. I can move it up like this by using my arrows. Okay, and I can keep moving it up like that. It's a bit monotonous. Okay, and I've now got I've got the 2 here. So I've got my tours moved up. I can, if I wanted to, I could have actually just gone in. I could have changed my number. Okay, I could have changed my number here, my order in the order. So let's say if I change this number to 99, it'll once I hit it'll go down to the bottom of the itinerary down here. Why I'd want to do that, I don't know, because I'm putting it in completely the wrong date. Okay, so I have now a bunch of services. I've got one in the wrong place. Easy thing for me to do is now click reorder, and everything will go back into shape. Reorder. Okay, and it's back up. Again, any time I can actually change the order number here. That will allow me to do that. I can use the arrows to move things up and down, or I can go to this little drop down here and it gives me the option to move days, remove services, or reorder the services. So again, let's say if I've been told I've got to move all of my activities by 1 day. Okay, so what do? I'm going to go over here. There's a little hide button. Okay, I'm doing a lot of different things at once here, but I'm going to hide all my accommodation. And now I'm left with only my activities. I'm going to move every activity by 1 day. So I select the activities. Actually, I'll leave sends bikes where it is. I'm going to move every activity by 1 day. So I select the service. I go down to my little drop down here, and I'm going to say move days, move everything by a day. I'm going to actually ask it to move everything 1 day forward, and I'm going to ask it to reorder at the same time. So it's going to move all of my my activities forward by 1 day. So my river cruises should be on the 27th and 28th, and the river tours should be on the 2nd and the 8th. Okay, let's see. So we'll update everything. Update. Okay. So there we go. And sends bikes has stayed in the same position. Okay. So now I can literally go over here and I can unhide my accommodation, bring my accommodation back in, and make sure that everything is in order. So again, just looking down through that, we've got a problem. We're out of order again. So what do? Go down here, click on reorder the services, and hey presto, everything is back in the correct order. Okay, and again, if you want to move, say I wanted to move the Magunga tented camp up before the river cruise, I just use the arrow and it jumps up instantly. You can see there they've been reordered. Okay, and don't forget at the end of doing all of this to update your itinerary. Okay, so that's just a few of the tricks, remembering that you can preserve duration, you can extend or change the dates, changing the start date, changing the end date, moving by preserving the duration. You can use the little functions down here to move days, reorder services, and then equally the other button over here on the right hand side, which is a nice one, I like using this, is if I only want to see my accommodation and whatever, I just leave I can hide whatever services I want. I can hide at any time, and you can see the way that can work. It's very useful when you're working with an itinerary, and that's just a couple of tricks when you're editing and manipulating an itinerary.